15 miles from the Atlantic coast in the northeast corner of Florida, welcome to Everbank Stadium here in Jacksonville. Tonight, the second of our two divisional games on this Saturday. It's the Miami Dolphins and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen with you. The second-year man, Cam Little, has the honors. Off we go from the Sunshine State. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line. In motion, it's Waddle. They'll run here. This is Devon Achane. And he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line. That look good for a dozen. And a very quick first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
There's two big key pieces the way you want to evaluate quarterbacks in the NFL, Mike, is the first one, how do they operate on third down? But the second one, how do they throw the ball when it's not a clean pocket? And you saw here, the ability to be on time and accurate through contact. That's what separates the good ones from the rest, and that was a big-time throw right there.
And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to third down. He's looking for Devon Achane coming out of the backfield. And it's going to be third down. Back to throw. Thompson Robinson. He's got the hook up there to Waddle. And he will go all the way. Jalen Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but, Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly, right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
Harrison Beavis to kick off.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This will be returned from the 6. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start.
Okay, ready? Hey, Lion! Son, it's a hunt.
They'll run. It's the man from Virginia Tech, Bashal Tutin. And he dances away from one defender on his way. Gain of 7.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 3.
Hey, go! Here we go.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. That's into the hands of Travis Etienne. And he's out of bounds, up close to the 45-yard line. 17 yards on that play. That's good for a Jaguar. First down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Rip, 23. Silver.
Lawrence Lawrence going to give it to Tootin.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Second and 10.
11. Lisa 24. Kirk, son, 11, Agate, sink right.
Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Gun. Hey, run. Go. Hey, kill. Hey, I'm gun. Go. 13 loop. Sink right open. Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. He's got his man. It's complete to Thomas. That's his first grab in this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the first down as well.
That's good for a Jaguars first down.
Hey, easy. Route.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
11.
Handoff, it's Tootin, and he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like you might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
After the loss of 3, it is second and 13.
Hey, lion. Son, they said
Throwing is Lawrence. That's complete to his running back, Bashal Tootin. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and third down. Coming up.
Makes it third.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
Hey, 11, Agate. Here we go.
Lawrence from the gun here on third down. Open man, left side. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
This has been a really impressive drive, Mike, really from the start. And this is something defenses want to force offenses to do. Methodically work their way down the field. But they've been highly efficient, and now they get another first down.
Set up the screen here for Tootin. And he'll take this one in. Bashal Tootin. Touchdown, Jaguars.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score in the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Jalen Wright now on the return. He'll be out of bounds beyond the 20-yard line. So first and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. That's Washington, the man in motion. Now Thompson Robinson. Now a screen set up for Achane. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
From the 29, here's second and 3.
Let's go now. Hawk 7.
On the handoff, this is Achane. He'll push forward for about a yard. This time, it's the veteran Eric Armstead on the tackle.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Here we go. Set. 70 Timberwolves. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
Here's DTR. And this ball incomplete on third down.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a third and very reasonable. Incomplete on that third down try. Now brings up fourth and short.
And it'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there.
At their own 36-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 36.
Hey, hey, hey. Stop. Here we go.
This drive begins with a run by Cheaton. He'll work forward for a couple. That's Bradley Chubb. They're on the stop.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here comes second and 8.
Hey, Tomato. Think right open. Go, go.
To throw is Lawrence. Got a man downfield. It's Thomas. And he will score. Ryan Thomas. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Here's Cam Little for the PAT. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late.
Cam Little, the kickoff.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. Right now to return it. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. Here's Thompson Robinson. That's caught by the tight end, Darnell Washington. And he's going to be taken down inside the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 45 yards. That's good for a Dolphins first down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
1 quarter in the books in this AFC divisional playoff. It's the Jaguars on top. We'll have more from Jacksonville after this. The Dolphins in possession of the football. We begin the second quarter as they've got it with first and 10.
Go! Steady!
They'll run this one straight ahead with Achane. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 35, here's second and 9.
19, Charger, 19.
To throw, Thompson Robinson. Headed left, fine time. And that's going to be incomplete, but a flag down in the backfield. That's the area we usually see holding. They get James Daniels that time.
Ready, ready. Traffic. shot 60. Ready. 65.
That's Washington, the man in motion. Quick throw here is complete. That's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down.
I'll tell you what, Mike, this is one of those times where you really see the evolution of the tight end position, right? It's not the days of just go past the first down, turn around, catch it, and fall. We see so many guys around the league that with the ball in their hand, they're almost more running back than they are tight end.
Now a 3rd and 2.
Here we go. Bronco 80. 79 Broncos. Go.
DTR to throw. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
The field goal unit staying put. They're going to line up and go for this on 4th down.
70 Lions. 18 Rattler.
Thompson Robinson to throw. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. What a response. Darren Waller. Touchdown, Dolphins. Extra point attempt still to come. He knocks it through. And the Dolphins will tie things up. We are all even at 14. We are all square, 14 apiece the score as this one's away. This one taken at the 7. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10.
Fred on red. Hey, Ginger, attack! Here we go, sir.
On the ground, it's Tootin to start the drive. Whoa!
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
Second and inches.
Decent 24.
Right back to Tootin. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a 1st down.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the 1st down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10.
All right, let's go. Soga, hot.
They go play action for Lawrence. There's the rookie out of Colorado, Travis Hunter. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. That's his first grab of this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the 1st down as well.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Rip, 23.
The RPO. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. But this is taken in by a teammate.
like we see this so often, Mike, especially with how good these receivers are after the catch. They're so eager to pick up that extra yardage. Sometimes they don't completely put the ball away, and with how good these defenders are at knocking it loose, pretty fortunate on that one. His teammate was there to prevent that from being a turnover.
Hey, go, go! Go, go! Hey, tomato, tomato. Go, go, let's go!
Second down, Lawrence. To the left side, caught by Hunter. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 23 yards.
First down.
Hey, hey.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
On first down, they'll go with Tootin. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss. A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding him to just a short gain.
30 left.
Third down and 9.
On red. Sink. 11, Agate.
Here's Lawrence to throw. That is going to be ball in. He's got it. Brian Thomas. Touchdown, Jaguars. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his second touchdown of the game. Little on now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Jaguars have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. Right now to return it. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. They'll start on the ground. It's Achane. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Devon Hamilton up for the stop. From the 22 now, here's second down and 7. He'll drop to throw. This one complete to Washington. He's got room past the 35. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. Here's first and 10.
Here we go. Set. Dragon 60.
A run up the middle with Achane. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
A good spot here, second and a yard.
Here we go. Here we go.
Back to throw. Thompson Robinson. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Already closing in on 100 yards receiving in the first half. That one picks up a first down.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
They'll look to throw. He's got it at about the 8. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. It's a huge play in a tight ball game. And even 30 yards. The Jags will use the first of their timeouts here. It'll come with 36 ticks left on the first half clock. A chance here to draw level before the break. It's first and goal. It's the quarterback with the sneak. And he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. Touchdown, Miami. An extra point attempt to follow. It's up and good. And the Dolphins will even the score. It's now 21 all. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Safe kick taken at the 5. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return.
At their own 20-yard line.
Let's go.
They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete.
They just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
They'll try again here. Second and 10.
Hey, easy. Route.
Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He'll dump this out wide to Tootin. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down. Now a timeout for Jacksonville. Their second, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime. Third and 5.
Rip, 23. Son.
Lawrence. They'll try to set up the screen here. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's fourth down. On fourth down, the Jaguars send out the veteran Logan Cook to punt. This brought in out past the 20. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's first and 10.
60 boxes.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. This one, complete to Campbell. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Here's second and 2. Now they'll set up to throw. Moving outside the pocket. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. We have hit halftime. Going to take a quick break, come back. second half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. These two teams fighting to get to that AFC Championship game next Sunday. Back to it here, the third quarter underway. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin.
Decent 24.
On the give, it's two. And he'll be forced out of bounds and pick up a couple on that one.
A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
From the 23, here's second and 8.
Hey, Lion!
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. That's to Hunter. He's got it right side. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. They get 24 on that one. First down, Jacksonville.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Red on red. Darn, it's hot. Hey, I'm gun.
On the ground, here's 2. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
At the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
Hey, Don. Here we go.
Throwing is Lawrence. Quick slant. He's got Hunter. And they'll take this down inside the 35. That's the second time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
Here's carry number 1 for Travis Etienne. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
30-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7.
Hey, kill. Hey, easy, Ralph.
Lawrence. A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
They need the 24-yard line as they come up for third down.
Go. Hey, Ginger.
Here's Lawrence. He dives, and what a catch for the first down. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down. So they move inside the 20, first and 10 at the 18.
Tomato. Sink right. Silver.
They'll run. It's Tootin. What more could you ask for on first down? Nice run of 8, setting up second and short.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
Hey,
To throw is Lawrence. That'll be intercepted. He works free, right side. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Dolphins.
You know, it always amazes me, Mike, that these guys have all this energy, that following a long return like that then they can get into these big, elaborate celebrations. But listen, I don't blame them. You're a defensive guy. You don't get the ball in your hands very often. When you score, man, you better make the most of it.
Nevis, good on the extra point. And the Dolphins go up by 7, 28-21.
Harrison Nevis to kick off.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This fielded at about the 9. Wow, they are hitting now. It's been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on that return.
Decent 24.
Run over center now is Tootin. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
Mike, the old adage, you run to set up the pass. This modern offense nowadays, we're starting to see that flipped upside down on its head. Typically, the success of the passing game is what allows teams to have success like this in the run game.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. That is caught out wide on the RPO.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
A pickup of 14 on that one. That's good for a Jaguar. First down.
So just think, I mean, a couple minutes ago, we see pick 6. I mean, the last thing you want to do is on the next time you step in the huddle is go 3 and out. So that's a big conversion. Now they got to find a way to get some of this momentum back, go down and get some points, and let everybody move past that pick 6 we saw in the last possession.
Looking middle, and he's got ground. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard
On
line.
red.
To throw is Lawrence. That'll be complete to Tootin. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's second down and 3.
Hey, easy. Route. Hey, 30 left.
Lawrence now. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. Looking for the pylon, but the official right there is going to mark him out of bounds at the 1-yard line. It'll be first and goal. That's a gain of 28.
Let's go.
Tootin. And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards.
I give that defense all the credit in the world there, Mike. And offensively, you find yourself first and goal from the 1. You have to find a way to get that last yard and put the ball in the end zone. There's no excuses to miss a touchdown here.
Backed up to the 3. It's second and goal.
Hey, run. Here we go.
Etienne. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1. setting up 3rd and goal.
Stop short of the goal line. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and goal.
One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. Two plays at their disposal, but they'd love to get it right here on 3rd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Tootin, and he will not get in. The defense stands their ground, pushes him back, and they force 4th down.
Now 4th down.
This is a play, Mike, that makes me want to run down there, throw on a uniform, and try to help out. I mean, I think at this point, I could help clear enough room to get 1 yard. Heck, I might be able to get 1 yard myself. That's disappointing that they're unable to capitalize.
Lisa 24. Hey, tomato.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That one, take it in, middle of the end zone. Right in straight. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A huge touchdown there in the 4th quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? Right now, the returner. They'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. And he'll have a Dolphins 1st down as he gets it to about the 34-yard line.
That's good.
That's a heck of a run right here, Mike. Tie game, 4th quarter. Everything's on the line. Can you win in the trenches? Can the threat of that run continue to balance off the pass? And that's a big gain there as they try to go take this lead.
Slot man in motion right. They'll stay on the ground with Achane, and he'll get about 5.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 4. To throw, Thompson Robinson. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4.
4 yards.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. A pickup there of 13. Good for a Dolphins 1st down.
Well, Mike, you know the old saying, the more tight ends on the field, the better. And in this case, it worked out perfectly. A lot of big bodies on the field, hat for a hat. Nice job there by the back, picking up a good gain.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. That's the 2nd time they found him on this drive, and this one's good for 24 yards.
24-yard gain on the
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. He'll step up and run this. And some good running there. He'll fall forward for about 7.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2.
Here we go, here we go. Panther 60, Panther 60. Timberwolves. Push, alert, push, alert, push. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
DTR to throw. Rolling right. He'll run again. Fighting for the goal line. They're going to stop him just short, but he has picked up the 1st down.
This is a part of the field where you have to account for the quarterback as a runner. Nothing's open downfield. Great job by your secondary. But then he makes a break for the goal line, and they're able to stop him just short. But not until after he sets his guys up 1st and goal.
They'll go with the sneak. And he will drive his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the 4th quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now the pressure shifts to your defense. Your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
Nevis, good on the extra point. And the Dolphins will go up by 7. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
Ginger. Here we go.
This drive begins with a run by Cheek. And he does not want to go down. Somehow he turned that into a gain of 6.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
Open right side. That strains the tight end. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
This play is actually really well defended here. But I'll tell you, Mike, as you know, my philosophy is the tight end is always open, and this just supports my case.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. That's over the middle, complete to Brown. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
At the 46-yard line.
2nd and 6 coming up.
Gun. Rip, 23. 11. Go. Go, go. Silver.
They'll drop to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
So now after that last incompletion, this brings up a critical third down. But remember, Mike, they don't have to get it all here in one play. They've got third and fourth down. There's no punt. There's no kick. They've got to treat this like it's their final possession of the game, and they've got 2 downs to extend this drive. They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on fourth down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation, and right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
Here we go. This is fourth down.
Easy. Route. Silver.
Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. That's going to be caught. And he is going to have the Jaguars first down as they get the conversion with a gain of 14.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
They'll run here. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
And it's a touchdown. They have gotten to within one, and a 2-point conversion can give them the lead here in the final minute.
All right, so Mike, now the interesting thing is, do you want to take the lead with still enough time for your opponent to get the ball back to go to try to win it? I think I'm kicking the extra point here, tie the game. I don't want my opponent in a fast 2-minute mode to try to win this game in regulation. Now I'm playing for overtime.
The extra point is good. A big one as we are tied late in this football game. We are in the final minute of what is now a tie game as we are set for the kickoff. Right now to return it. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
They're on 24-yard line.
Okay, ready?
This is 1st and 10.
Ready? Panther 60. Panther 60. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
They put Campbell in motion. Here's Thompson Robinson. That one out wide to Achek. He's going to be taken down, but there's a late flag in the backfield that might give him 15 more yards. Here's first down. That's Washington, the man in motion.
Warrior 70.
We'll begin with a zone read. He is belted in the backfield. What a shot he took. It's going to be a loss of yardage. What a play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining on the clock. Big play coming up. 3rd and 7. And the crowd on their feet. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. Down to the 10. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
On for the extra point.
Mevis, good on the extra point. And the Dolphins will go up by 7.
Jaguars 35. Harrison Mevis to kick off.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They'll come up for 1st and 10.
Hey, Lion. Go. Think right open. Silver.
Here's Lawrence to throw. This one caught left side. That's screen. And he'll be out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. An even 20 yards. Impressive start to this drive.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
All 3 timeouts left. How much that's going to matter remains to be seen. Here comes 1st and 10. Catch made right side by Thomas. And he'll wind up getting about 7 yards as he is forced out of bounds.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
They'll come up now for 2nd down.
Hey.
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. There's a short one. He's got strain. And he'll be taken down, and that is going to do it. The comeback falls short. Time runs out. This game is over. So a win here for the visiting Dolphins. They are able to do something that not easy to do. Get a win away from home in the playoffs. For their troubles, got a date next Sunday for the conference championship game. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Jacksonville, good night, everyone.